Okay, time now is 6:15. The day started at 9:30. We did a Zoom meeting. We had 2 conference calls on exec. We showed some houses in Levittown and Wantagh. I am actually about to put a deal together on my second house next door to the house I'm closing on tomorrow on Regent Lane in Wantagh, so I'm really excited about that. If you're going to take away anything from the day, you're going to see that you can start with a light day of 2 things and then you just pile 45 things into the day. What do I mean?
Jessica?
Yes, is really the governing body on another level. We were trying to enhance it. All right, so okay, we're just gonna go. We're going to start there. Well, nobody did tell us. And if we're trying to create a scenario where we're going to have so many bodies and there's so much stuff that you could do, you can break down these boxes. You have to put the lights. You gotta get. I told you go get paint. The light. You gotta go put paint. You gotta go get paint. Is it at the elementary school?
Yeah, Maple Elementary. Yeah, right in the front. You can't miss that.
Okay, all right, thank you. We'll have her do that.
All right, thanks.
All right,
Have a good day.
bye.
Bye.
That our
Let's just
membership
stop doing shit because there's coronavirus. Let's do nothing. Let's not make anything better. Let's wait for all the coronavirus to go away, and then we're gonna start to
have a plan about
time on that appointment. Thank you. Can you put it in my calendar? When's that manager coming in? Alright, so the good thing about being categorized in the board of directors as millennials, they expect you to always be on your technology. So when you're in the board of directors room, even in person versus being on a Zoom, you're able to multitask. So while I'm Zooming, I'm also preparing appointments for this afternoon. The more you know. There you go. Okay, so we just wrapped up our Zoom meeting for bylaws. What can I tell you? Being a realtor is a multifaceted thing, right? You get your license through the state, but you also affiliate yourself with a trade organization. So if you're part of an MLS or a board, you're going to be what's considered a realtor. Not everyone is a realtor. So I was just on a Zoom call, which was with the bylaws committee, which I sit on. Even though I'm an executive secretary for the 2020 year of the Long Island Board of Realtors, I've been on bylaws for a long time. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. Why? Because these are the things that decide the rules that govern us as a realtor and as a trade organization under LIBOR. So we had 6 things on the agenda, 5 passed, 1 didn't. The process is working, so you don't always want all yeses when you go into a bylaws meeting. You want discussion and dissension and have a disruptive mentality where people are breeding and thinking and creating new ideas, and that's what happened. Our 10 o'clock meeting just wrapped and it is 1:42. Unfortunately, we did have food delivered and the delivery man did not give us forks, so we used disposable butter knives. And let me show you what that's like trying to eat and not caring when you're on a Zoom meeting. It's very eloquent and professional. We communicated with a couple of clients. I scheduled a walkthrough for later today. 5 o'clock, I have to bring my son to get his eyeglasses picked up and picked out. So
a few moments later.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about what you're looking for rental-wise, and I can tell you if we have anything in our rental portfolio.
That would be great. My husband and I are looking for a 2-bedroom, a minimum of 2-bedroom apartment. We're open to like B-side, Fresh Meadows, but we're looking for a 2-bedroom. Our budget's around $2,400 $1,500.
Okay. Have you considered purchasing? Because at that price, at that monthly price point, you're pretty much at the same price of owning.
We're open. We're not like we'd be interested to learn more if you have.
Yeah, I mean, just because like $2,400 a month, every $500 in mortgage payment calculates out to about $100,000 in a mortgage, right? So at $1,500 in mortgage payments a month, you're buying a $300,000 co-op, and if the maintenance is another $500 or $600 a month, you're at $2,100, and you now own the property instead of paying someone else's mortgage.
Yeah, if you have some stuff to show or you can send our way, I'd be happy to take a look.
Yeah, awesome. There's 36 properties in 11364 under 350 that are 2 bedrooms. So a lot of them have delayed updates through our MLS just because of the COVID situation. So if you see anything that's of interest, mark them off and then let me know, and then we'll do the next step. So
I'll discuss with my husband. And I will definitely. I just got your email, so
perfect.
What just happened here?
I turned a renter into a buyer because when it comes to, again, I'm like a very big believer in home ownership, and if you're gonna spend $2,500 a month to rent an apartment that you could own for $2,200 a month, it just doesn't make sense. So I think sometimes the perspective or the perceived hurdle of ownership seems so far away. Like, I don't have enough money, I can't do it. Well, if you've got first month and last month's rent and you can pay a $1,500 board application fee and a month commission, you're pretty much at that down payment number. You know what I mean? So I always advocate for home ownership, because especially in that development that she happened to be calling on, she lives there. You know you can rent them out in the future. So for a long-term investment, the potential is there for you to make your money plus. So even if the market crashes, you can still rent it out.
Drove past it this whole weekend. Everyone loved this house. Okay. I wasn't so my own.
So feel free to look around. I want to do like makeup on this one. It's rough. To this house, I think it's a ranch, which is good for maybe a person that wants a one-level home. I like the location of it, I just don't like the house itself. Like I said, I just feel like it's pretty, but it's hiding problems. That's the sense I get. And I always listen to my real estate spidey sense. Alright, crikey, welcome to the Outback. Imagine you didn't have like an Amazonian rainforest of like growth. Watch out, there's a snake! Stop! This is all very professional stuff right here.
Hope you got that going.
I have a sneaking suspicion they're doing, because they wrote that the footage is deep, which I promise you is incorrect.
Yeah.
So I have good news for you.
What's the bad news?
I have good news for you.
I'm so used to this.
I got one of your buyers up to full price.
368.
Yeah.
You have any approved buyer?
Get the cat, roll the camera, and make it out with her. Stop.
Hi. And they're qualified. Get my mug tattooed on your arm and we'll call it quits.
So they'll work with the contingency, basically.
Yep.
Because that's our biggest issue is on
I'm
the
gonna
buying.
cry.
Tell me something about this house.
it needs a little bit of love. The cabinets kind of look like they went through a war, but the heavy, expensive stuff is here. So you have like a Wolf range that looks to be in really clean shape. Got a hood, good fridge. So it looks like it was renovated, started, not finished. Like this is all new drywall. But the new drywall makes me concerned about there might have been a leak upstairs. I haven't been upstairs, but that's my concern. So like you see there, you're missing the door frame here. You definitely need new decking. Next door, they'll be your neighbors.
That's nice.
And they're really, really nice.
That's nice. Yes. This is like, I fell in love with this house. It's like,
This is like everything can make sense on paper, but when you get like the warm and fuzzies, that's the house you go with.
and like we came in the second time and she was in like every house with me and she was just like, Kim, your whole like face lights up with this. I was like, does it? I don't have like resting bitch face every time.
No RBF in here.
Nope, it's perfect.
I'm not allowed to be at the closing tomorrow, so after the closing, what's the next one? What can I tell you about Wanta?
Oh, the boiler here. That's the only thing I think about it too.
I was like, what is she doing? This is how I normally show properties. You lose a wall. You lose a wall. Everyone loses a wall.
Nice, right?
This is one of the best ones.
Sunglasses because it's cool like that, and then regular glasses.
The regular glasses are sometimes for video games.
Are for video games.
How old are you? 6. My son is 7 and got video glasses.
Really? Yeah. What does he play Fortnite?
Oh my god.
I play Fortnite. It's bad. Like so, I'm like I started learning how to play with the kids, and I'm like, get off! Mommy's almost done.
Jericho. That's great.
And Ray will literally walk into the basement. He's like, are you for real fighting with the kids because you're not giving them a turn on Fortnite? I'm like, I'm about to get a victory royale.
Oh my god, you sound like right. Can I get a new skin? Can you buy me V-Bucks, Mom?
This
morning, she's pooping, playing Fortnite.
Did you get that?
Love you. Do you have that on? You are the man. Air 5.
Today was our first day of shooting. So if we were a little stiff, wait for the next one. You can actually watch my TikTok video on that, where I don't know if you know how I felt on my first performance, but on my second performance, I was like, party with Cardi, woo! Hit subscribe, hit the button. If you're interested or want to make a suggestion on things you want to know, more content that you want to see, hit us in a DM or in a comment section. Jessica Moves You on Instagram, Jessica Moves You on TikTok, Jessica Moves You on YouTube. And if you need anything or have any questions about real estate, getting into real estate, selling real estate, buying real estate, renting, investing, becoming a realtor, I'm an open book. Reach out to me. Thanks.